Hello students, how are you? This is another class on chapter 6 business plan. Most probably this is the last class before your Eid vacation. I am giving you in previous class I just say that I will give you the important questions on chapter 6 and also discuss the math portion of this chapter. So please just stay connected and don't miss the class, and also just sit on your with your textbook uh, to do the class. Okay, I'm gonna start the chapter. I just finished it in previous class. Here is the summary. I just summarize it. What is business plan? Business plan is the future, this is a graph or picture of future working activities. What are the importance of business plan? Then we just discussed process of business plan. In the process we just find out identifying the project concept. First step is identifying the project concept. Number 2, evaluation of the concepts and selection of the project. And evaluating the project, you can evaluate the project in two ways. First one is macro screening and second one is micro screening. Macro means, I told you, macro means big, huge. That means all the elements that we cannot control, elements that cannot be controlled by human is those are involved in macro screening. And micro screening, the elements which we can control are the micro screening elements. Okay, and then we just discussed last step was submission of business project report. That is the last step of process of business plan. Here is a guideline for a small business plan. There are basically all the business plan depends on the business and depend on the characteristics of business, type of business, but basic guidelines are same for all type of business plan. Contents of business plan, here is the contents. So this is the summary and also discussed the break-even analysis. That means where the profit, this is the state, or this is a situation where the business, the income and expenditure of the business becomes equal. That means neither loss nor profit is happened in this state. And the point that means the point at which the sales and expenditure becomes equal is called break-even point. So this is the chapter, this is the summary of the chapter, and I'm gonna discuss the exercise portion. First question: after completing graduation from BUET, after completing graduation from BUET, Mr. Arif, along with several friends, decided to take up a project of establishing a cement factory, considering huge demand for the construction and housing industry in the country. They drew a detailed and long-term picture of their whole work plan before selecting the project. They arranged alternative sources to accumulate capital since they did not have sufficient fund of their own. That means Mr. Arif with the several friends just took a project based on cement factory. It is a cement factory project, and they also make a work plan, but they had no enough capital, they have to find out the additional capital source. So this is the stem. Questions are: first one is what it is called to know the market demand of a product. That means what it is called to know the market demand. That means you have to do market, to know the market demand you have to do the market survey. Okay, this is the answer. What it is called to know the market demand of a product, that means market survey. The market demand of product, to know the market demand of product you have to do the market survey. Describe the technical side of business. Technical side you will find out in the micro screening, micro screening elements. Second element of micro screening is technical aspect. Here, technical aspects of projects are justified from the technological and mechanical point of view. Production process, technology specification, selection of machineries, feasibility of implementation of the project are included in this type of job. That means all the technical aspects related to your business and all the technological issues that related with your business, which is mainly needed to execute your business plan. These things are included in the technical aspect. Okay. The third question is where it is. Okay. What type of capital is necessary to implement the project of Mr. Arif and his friends in light of above paragraph? That means what type of capital they need. They arranged alternative source to accumulate capital since did not have sufficient fund of their own. Okay, that means they need in this from this term we can find out that they need more huge capital, because yeah, to build up a cement factory is not just a little thing. You have to build a cement factory. When you have to build up a cement factory, you obviously you need a huge amount of capital, and since they have no enough sufficient fund of their own, so they have to find out the other sources of their capital. So this is the answer. That means long term capital. They need the long term capital that will help you to build up the cement factory. Also it will help to execute the daily activities of the business. So they need the long term capital, included working capital and fixed capital, whatever you said it, you say it. So this is we know that if we want to build up a cement factory based on the huge demand of construction and housing industry, so we need also huge capital, and this huge capital, not only huge capital but also it is a long term capital that will that will they if it is they need to take a bank loan or borrow from other external sources to meet their capital demand, because they have no sufficient fund of their own. So that's why they have to take bank loan or other sources of borrow from the external sources. D number answer. Mr. Arif and his friends have followed appropriate way for selecting a project. Give your own opinion in this regard. Okay. After reading the stem, you can easily say that they yes, they followed the appropriate way for selecting a project, because they drew a detailed and long-term picture of their whole work plan before selecting the project. That means before selecting a project, they do the macro screening, micro screening. That means all the steps that are included in the process of business plan, they followed it. So that's why you can say that this is the they have followed the appropriate way for selecting the project. So this is the answer number 1. Number 2, it is the math. This math is very much easy. You don't have to be worried. First one is, from which environment do we get the raw materials for industry? Natural environment. Answer is natural environment. From which environment do we get the raw materials? That means it is the natural environment. Okay. Then what do you understand by working capital? Working capital, what do you mean by that? And working capital is the amount of money which is needed to run the day-to-day business activities. It is a difference between the current asset and current liabilities. So this is the working capital. You can say that working capital is the amount of money which is needed to run the day-to-day business of day-to-day activity business activities. And shortly you can say that it is the difference between the current assets and current liabilities. Current assets and current liabilities. So this is the working capital. Number C, find the projected profit on profit of Mr. Shah's business. Projected profit, if you want to find out the projected profit, you have to do the math. And the math is just, it is very much easy. You just deduct in expenditure. You can here you can see this chart or table. Here is the expenditure and here is the income or sales. That means this is the income, 5 lakh 16,000 taka. This is the income. That means you have to now all the expenditure, you have to deduct all the expenditures from this income. Then you will find out the profit. That means we know that profit is the differences between the income and expenditure. Then 5 lakh 60,000 taka, you have to deduct. All the items of expenditure will not be deducted. Here the items which you have to deduct, first one is purchase of raw materials, wages, rent, workers salary, electricity bill, other expenses. That means wages. So you have to deduct from 5 lakh 6,000 taka. These items will be deducted from this income. Purchase of raw materials 1 lakh 50,000 taka, wages 50,000 taka, that means 2 lakh. Rent is 60,000, worker salary 36,000, electricity bill 12,000, and other expenses 8,000. That means here if you calculate it, the amount will be 3 lakh 16,000 taka. 1 lakh 15,000, 2 lakh 62 and 296 96 296. Okay, 9 3 lakh 8,000 and 8,000. That means 3 lakh 16,000. 3 lakh 16,000. Five lakh 6,000 minus 5 lakh 6,000 minus 3 lakh 16,000. That means equals to, it will be 2 lakh taka. 2 lakh. Sorry, it is very much tough to draw. I cannot, I'm not expert, so sorry. That means this is the picture. The profit will be, what will be the projected profit? The projected profit will be 2 lakh taka. Okay. this is what you find the projected profit. Okay, we just find out the projected profit. Now number D, is the present condition of Mr. Shah's business is satisfactory? Yes, you can say that the Mr. present condition of Mr. Shah's business is satisfactory, because they just we just estimated, we just found out the projected profit. The profit is 2 lakh taka, so you can say that this business current situation is satisfactory. So this is the answer. Now I'm gonna give you the extra additional questions on this chapter, important questions. First one is, Masood is an employee of a grocery shop. He has been working in this shop for 3 years. He is experienced enough now. In recent times, he wants to open a new grocery shop of his own named Masood Enterprise. He is facing the competition in the surrounding market. Then what is the business plan? You know that the business plan is the mm, chart or graph or picture of future activities. Then shortly describe the small business. What is small business? Small business, the small business is where the capital is small, and also the business is running the business is not too much easy or not too much complicated. So you will discuss the small business. It will be better if you find out the definition of small business, what will be the number of the workers of the business. You will find it out in the industry chapter. Okay, chapter 7, industries of Bangladesh. Here you can find out the small industries or medium industry or small business. Those are the almost same, where the amount of investment capital is just from 50 lakh to 10 crore, and the member is 25 to 99, is called a small business or small industry. Then what can be the contents of the small business plan of Masood? Achha, what can be the contents of small business plan of Masood? That means it is the topic which is mentioned in your chapter 6, page number 86, contents of small business plan. These will be the answer for this question. So you don't have to worry about it, or you don't have to so much give pressure on your brain, because the answer is very much ready in your chapter. So just write it down and it will be the correct answer for your question. Now, what are the guidelines of Masood Enterprise should follow for planning? Also, this answer is ready for you, because the guidelines, here is the guidelines for small business plan, and these just write down these guidelines based just relating it to the STEM. So that will be enough. And just please, while you're writing, just think about the time management, because in one question, if you give so much time, and then other question will be untouched. So time management is very much important for answering the question. If it is necessary, then just ignore some points. Just mention the basic important points of the guidelines or the contents of the business. But try to write down all, but if it is not possible, just just ignore some points. Number 2, STEM. Ajat is the owner of Ajat Printing Company. He plans to invest in another project with the help of macro screening. He made a short list of 5 projects. Now he wants to select a project with the help of micro screening. Now he wants to select a project with the help of micro screening. And question is, what is micro screening? What are the technical aspects of business? How can proper planning help him in his decision? The micro screening. What is micro screening? Or micro screening is the process of selecting or evaluating the project through analyzing the market demand, technical and commercial or financial aspects. So this is micro screening. What are the technical aspects? Technical aspects are mentioned in your book in the portion of micro screening. So just write it down. How can proper planning help him in his business? That means the answer will be the importance of business plan. So just relate it to the stem and write it down. So importance of business will be the answer for this. How can proper planning কিভাবে help করতে পারে? Cause how can proper planning help him in his decision? Because you know that the importance of business plan and also just related to the stem. What micro screening elements does Azad have to consider? Micro screening elements have to consider the micro. We know that there are 5 or 6 elements. The Azad will have to consider all the elements, and you have to describe all the elements of micro screening. So this is the answer. Number 3, Sohan is going to open a new company. His friend Shoykot said that his friend Shoykot said that said that he has to follow the process. He has to follow the process of business plan in order to become successful in business. So they discussed micro screening and macro screening for that. Okay, what is the project? What are the steps of business plan? Explain what they said about macro screening. A business plan is must while opening a new company. That means now all the answers of these questions are mentioned in your chapter, so you will find it easily if you read out the chapter thoroughly. What is the project? Project means this is the project is which has a specific time and which has the specific objective. That is the project. This is the planned work which has the specific time and also which has the specific objective. This is called project. What are the steps of business plan? Steps of business plan or process of business plan, you know that identifying the project, evaluating the project by the macro screening and micro screening, and selecting the project, and last of all preparing the report of the business plan. These are the steps. Explain what they said about macro screening. That means you have to discuss about the macro screening elements in this question. And number 4, a business plan is must while opening a new company. This is also the importance of business plan. Just write it down. Number 4, Mr. Satya is the owner of a peninsula. Now his fixed cost is 1 lakh taka. Variable cost and selling price is 3 taka and 5 taka per unit respectively. Machinery modernization is the primary concern for Mr. Satya. So his total fixed cost will rise to 15 lakh taka, and the demand will rise to 70,000 units. But as a result, selling price and per unit variable cost will remain unchanged. That means here is the selling price 5 taka and the variable cost 3 taka per unit will be remain unchanged. Now what is break-even analysis? Break-even we know that this is the situation where the income or expenditure becomes equal in the business. This is called break-even analysis. Selling of how many items will cause no profit or loss. That means you have to find out the break-even point. I just solved it here. It will help you. And the math in exam, this type of math just came in previous years, so just practice it. If you find out that the math if you find out math based on chapter 6, just try to touch it, because if you do it correctly, that means you will give a solid mark. You will get a solid mark, and which will help you to get the 4 out of 4, 3 out of 3. So this is the advantage. Just try to answer it, and please, this is the formula formula, just try to recall it. If you just don't uh, you just don't understand, just try to recall the formula, then just put the number on this formula and calculate it. So this is very much easy, so just don't worry. Try to practice one or two items, so it will be helpful to you. Okay. Break even point, what will be the formula? Fixed cost divided by selling price per minus variable cost per unit. So in this math, the selling price, fixed cost is 1 lakh taka, 1 lakh taka, and selling price per unit is 5 taka and variable cost per unit is 3 taka. So that means 5 minus 3 2. If you just 1 lakh is divided by 2, that means 50,000 units. That means you have to write down it. What selling of how many items? That means if Mr. Satya sell 50,000 units, then it will cause no profit or no loss. Now just add the line. This line will be added in here. I just skipped, but you will have to write it down. So just take the point from the question and just write it here. 50,000 units, that means you have to write it down. Selling of how many items will cause no profit, or that means Mr. Shotto, if Mr. Shotto sell 50,000 units, there will be no cost, no profit or no loss. Number C, how many pens will have to be sold in order to make a profit of 20,000 taka? That means when it will be stated that specific amount of profit, stated specific amount of profit in the question, then the formula will be fixed cost plus expected profits divided by selling price minus variable cost per unit. So fixed cost, we know that 1 lakh, and expected profit is, that is this is the expected profit, 20,000 taka. If you want to make 20,000 taka profit, then you have to follow these rules: fixed cost plus expected profits divided by selling price minus variable cost. Then 1 lakh plus 20,000 and 1 lakh 20,000 taka divided by 2, that means 60,000 units. Okay, then the answer will be how many pens will we have to sold? That means 60,000 units of pen will have to be sold in order to make profit of 20,000 taka. Now number D, how many items have to be produced and sold in order to make 30% profit on probable fixed cost? That means here is the percentage of profit, but here it doesn't mention the amount of profit. It is in C you can see that this is the amount of profit, but you have to calculate the in D you have to at first you have to calculate the profit amount. Then which I did it, C, 30% profit on probable fixed cost. Probable fixed cost, that means in the stem we saw that in the last line, when he think about the modernization of his machineries. When he think about the modernization of machinery, the fixed cost will rise to 50 lakh taka. That means this is the probable, that will rise, that is not happened yet. It can be happened. So this is the probable amount of fixed cost, 15 lakh taka, and you have to calculate on it. Number D, 30% profit on probable fixed cost, 1 lakh 50,000 into 30%, that means 45,000 taka. This is the profit amount, and he has to sell. This is the same formula which is mentioned in the number C, fixed cost plus expected profits. Please follow the mouse pointer. Fixed cost plus expected profit or estimated profit divided by selling unit per unit minus variable cost per unit. That is the answer, 97,500 units. 97,500 units have to be sold and produced and sold in order to make 30% profit on probable fixed cost. So this is the answer. Okay, this is the end of the today, before your Eid vacation. So just stay home, be safe, and Eid Mubarak to you. Bye bye.